Welcome to Flight Sim Expo 2025, everybody.
Flight Sim Expo is the place where the community gathers.
You get to just meet people. I was over here talking a couple minutes ago with people who, oh, I fly this, I fly that. We're best friends now.
There's no other place in the US to meet the community.
We're here because we're totally geeks about flight simming and aviation. Everybody here is just as passionate as we are.
You get to see people who are, online acquaintances, get to see them for the first time and share these aviation experiences with each other.
We just did a tour of Providence Airport. Nobody gets to do this at an airport. All you do is just walk through the jetway, get on the plane, and get out of here. 9.5 out of 10.
Watching it online is okay, but just seeing it in person and kind of hearing the reactions to product, I think it's worth it.
One of the best things about Flight Sim Expo is not just the people who are here in attendance, it's the digital audience. All eyes that matter are on this show, and this show amplifies any type of announcement we want to make.
3, 2, 1.
I've been simming since 1995, and so to be here, oh my God, 30 years, and seeing the evolution of this hobby is extraordinary, and FS Expo is the showcase for all that.
Attendees should come to Flight Sim Expo. It is the place where you get your hands and your eyes on essentially everything flight sim.
You can actually touch and feel the product. I don't think you can get that anywhere else.
To be able to stand here and have people come up and say, hey, thank you for making this product. It makes you feel good about what you're doing. It'll energize our team, so when we get back to work, we've got some good vibes to feed off of.
New hardware coming out, new software coming out. It's an amazing experience. It's a great vibe.
The vibes are high this year. We are staffed up to the gills today.
On a 1-7 right, clear for takeoff.
We're showing what it's like to be a controller on the VATSIM network. I think just getting to have those conversations is perfectly rewarding. I also get to help connect people together.
People come all over the world for your show. It's a really good community.
It gives us that exposure to not only the people that know us, but people that meet us on the floor.
If I had to choose one event, it would be Flight Sim Expo for sure.
If you take the knowledge, the gear, the people, the party, we all come here to have a great time.
I'm so blown away by learning this weekend. It's totally changed my mind and my perspective on the value of what you guys do. It's unbelievable right now.
I should unmute myself. That's probably a good idea. All right, everybody, welcome back to VATSIM. We are here in Louisville, and we're going to be controlling TRACON, which means approach and departure. Here we go. But yeah, so we're going to be controlling approach and departure here in Louisville. We've got one aircraft on the ground right now. We have center that's on over us, and that we'll be shooting aircraft over to. But currently, we don't have anyone below us controlling, but I've been told that some people are looking at coming over. So with that being said, we're going to get over here and get going. If you guys have any questions about anything that goes on tonight, feel free to reach out and ask them. Happy to answer any questions you got. Get that jazz music going. Oh, I need to activate this. There we go. Got the Southwest at the gate. Oops. Clicked the wrong button. Get back over here to the tower. SV Cynic, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate it. It's like Oscar's now current Bowman. Let me go ahead and record that ATIS here. Bowman Tower, ATIS information. Oscar 2253 Zulu wins 180 at 8. 10 stat mass visibility. Clear. Temperature 12. Dew point 0. Altimeter 3007. Visual runway 24 approach in use. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise if information Oscar. Save that. There we go. Did I do that? Excuse me. Just playing with my backlight right now. All right, they're pushing back now. I suspect they'll give me a call shortly. We're going to give them 1-7 left. No, hold on. They're heading to DW. Yeah, we'll give them 1-7 right. Makes more sense. And we'll taxi him to... What is the weather? Yeah. We'll taxi him to 1-7 right via... Mike Golf Bravo. Spoiler 1 departure. It's going to be the wind transition.
Louisville, good day. It's Southwest 3093, information Delta for taxi.
Southwest 3093, Louisville departure. Taxi runway 17 right via Mike Golf Bravo.
17 right via Mike Golf Bravo, Southwest 3093.
Change all aircraft on frequency ASUS Echo now. Current winds 180 at 8, altimeter 3007. Godman Tower, ASUS information Bravo 2255 Zulu, winds 180 at 14. 10 station miles of visibility, clear. Temperature 12, dew point 01. Altimeter 3005. Visual runway 18 approach in use. Landing and departing runway 18. Advise if information Bravo.
Southwest 3093, you're fully ready.
Southwest 3093, winds are 180 at 8. RNAV wind, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV wind 17 right, clear takeoff, Southwest 3093.
Southwest 3093, say altitude passing.
Southwest 3093, just past 2,000 out.
Southwest 3093, climb maintain 13,000.
Climb and maintain 13,000, Southwest 3093.
Louisville Approach, King Air 5900, Juliet Mike on the ground at Bowman with Oscar, would like flight following to Eagle Creek.
And that was number 529 Juliet Mike.
That is affirmative, sir.
And you sure said you're a King Air.
Yes, sir, King Air 350 slant leap.
And say your destination one more time.
The Kilo Echo Yankee Echo Airport.
And what's your requested altitude?
10-5.
All right, King Air 9 Juliet Mike Squawk 6631, and let me know ready taxi.
That's 9 Juliet Mike's ready for taxi.
And King Air 9 Juliet Mike taxi runway 24 via Alpha.
24 via Alpha, 9 Juliet Mike.
And Southwest, disregard. And Southwest 3093, contact Indianapolis Center on 128.225.
12822, good day, Southwest 3093.
Good deeds fishing, how you doing? Hope you're doing well.
And KR 59 Joe Mike, Shark 2-4, ready to go.
And King Air 9 Juliet Mike, winds are 180 at 8. Fly runway heading, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
2-4, clear for takeoff, 9 Joe Mike.
They're all right now. Doing well, man. How about you? Doing all right. I'm doing all right. I debated even streaming this evening, but tired. It's all good. Tired. Number 529 Juliet Mike. And King Air 9 Juliet Mike, say out 2 passing.
That's a 1,200, up to unless you want me to the Charles.
And Juliet Mike, you can go ahead and climb, maintain 10-5 and resume on navigation.
10-5 on nav, 9 Joe Mike, thank you very much.
No problem. It's dead here, so free reign.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that twice.
I meant to ask, do you have a video on configuring the autopilot panel on Bravo for X-Plane with the Honeycomb config tool? I have not done that yet. I probably should. I've thought about it. Because I actually need to do it for myself too. I plan on doing a little bit more of that corporate style flying with the King Airs and stuff like that. And I need to get that set up for the autopilot system there. That flight plan's not correct. Might not be a bad idea. No one else has done it. Might be low demand, but no competition. Typically, if I need to know something, there's other people who need to know it, and so I'll do it. And Nigel, Mike, just covered your head to Eagle Creek, correct?
That is affirmative.
I asked because Honeycomb doesn't have a native Linux support for its tool yet. They keep saying soon. Gotcha. Yeah, because you've transitioned over to Linux, right? To do, and X-Plane works on Linux. Hey, Nigel, Mike, got a question for you if you've got a moment.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Are you running in Microsoft or X-Plane?
X-Plane.
What King are you flying?
Airfoil Labs.
Nice. How good is it?
Pretty good. I've got a few discrepancies with it, but I've also flown in real King Airs on the right seat, so naturally there's going to be some things missing.
For sure. Yeah, I was flying the Blackhawk mod a couple streams ago, and I really enjoyed it.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that. One thing I don't like about it is some of the avionics setup for it. I like the little hybrid EFIS thing that it does, but I hate the default radar that it uses. So I got I have the Garmin set up here as well, and the GTN plug-in, but I don't like the way it looks. It's ugly. There's two side by side, and they start up immediately as soon as you turn the battery on, which is kind of unrealistic.
Yeah, 100%. They got to warm up.
Not even that. They turn on before you turn on the avionics master. Whatever you do, can't turn it off. I can't change the power source, and it's just weird. I've written to them about it, and they don't even take my emails anymore.
Ah. Yeah, I got the level at 7 flying great in Linux, just struggling with the autopilot and the LED lights. Runs great though.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't want to take my emails either, considering that the only times I've written to them is to say that how their product's unrealistic.
Maybe you should send them an email that says, "Hey, I really like your product."
See, I could, but that'd be a waste of both our time. If I didn't like the product, I wouldn't have bought it in the first place.
True. How does Linux perform, or how does X-Plane perform in Linux versus like Windows? Have you done a side-by-side comparison? I don't know if you're dual booting, you could do this, I guess. I'm just wondering if it runs smoother in Linux versus, Windows. Presently, it runs just as smooth. I have the graphics cranked up too. It has yet to crash on me. I can put a longer summary in Discord for you. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear, because I've thought about, how setting up a dual boot system here, because I do want to become more familiar with Linux. Being an IT guy, that's one thing that I really should know more about. And if I could run X-Plane in it too, that would be an awesome thing too. And November 529er Chillet Mike, contact Indianapolis Approach on 124.905.
24.905, have a great night.
You too. Thanks for flying out. Using Kubuntu, okay. I just scan my stuff, but it's more than just Google and reading forums. Things are documented. You just need to do some digging. Steam just released a new Proton, and gaming on Linux is great now. It's playing Squad and Hell Let Loose, and you would have no idea you were on Linux in the game. Nice. I've been a Windows guy my entire life, but I can't do the AI slop subscriptions cloud stuff anymore. Yeah, man, I know. Trust me. So what's really frustrating for me is that, you know, I do IT. That's what I do. That is my profession. That's my primary profession. And for businesses, right? So this is for, you know, doctor's office, tractor company or whatever, right? They just need an operating system that works, that doesn't have a bunch of vulnerabilities, and does your basic web browsing, runs their, you know, point of sale system, and you can do regular word processing and stuff like that. They don't need any of this AI crap. They don't need this weird, you know, they don't need any of that stuff. Like, you can literally, I wish someone would like strip down Windows back to its base, what it used to be. Like Windows 7 type, you know, Windows XP type. Just get back to the operating system. That's what they need. Linux just isn't there. There's not a good replacement that runs everything that people need, because, you know, these programs that are made for these companies, they're not made for Linux. They're not made for, you know, it's even hard to find Apple, right? So they need a Windows-based system, but they need I wish Windows would create a stripped down version of Windows that was just like, all it is just Windows. That's it. Nothing else. None of the other stuff. Just the base operating system that can do the base stuff. I'm telling you, it would sell like hotcake, because all of these companies, they don't need all this other garbage. They just don't need it. All right, looks like we had UPS. Let me get this guy. He's going to BWI, okay. That looks good. Yeah, so it's very frustrating for me, trust me. Because I'm having to go in here, I have to come in behind, you know, and the moment I install, bring in a new computer into the environment, right, I have to remove all the garbage add-ons. I have to disable all of this AI crap and everything else that it's doing. You know, it wants you to, the absolute most frustrating thing is the fact that in order for me to set up a Windows 11 machine on a local account, I have to use command line interface. Like, that's just ridiculous. I have to, in the startup process, I have to go into command prompt, run a command to tell it not to do the online setup. Like, it used to be Windows 10, you could say, hey, I don't have internet, and it would be like, okay, no problem. You can't, that's not an option, Windows 11. You have to use command prompt, or you have to use a, you know, you could get the download of Windows 11 ISO and then burn it onto a USB drive using Rufus, and that's fine. But if you have a brand new computer from Dell or HP or Lenovo or whatever, you don't have that option to just skip. You have to go through this stupid process. It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It almost doubles my setup time on devices because of the way that they've done it now. Anyway. I'm telling you, if someone came out with a simple Linux, like a Unix-based, right? So a Linux-based operating system that is simple and can run all Windows programs. I don't know how you would do that. Maybe you just make like a shell. I don't know. I don't know how you would, because I'm not a, that's outside of my realm of development and everything else, right? But if you do that, I'm telling you, you could sell it for $50 and you would sell so many licenses. You can just see the tail of the Delta. There's the UPS. Oh, 100%. Trust me, goodies. Trust me, that is a... Oh my gosh. The HIPAA stuff. Yeah, it's a whole deal. Ubuntu's getting close, yeah, but the problem is you have to make it user friendly, and it's just not there. And it's got to be able to run Windows programs, old Windows programs. Because these, offices, clinics, businesses, etc., they have programs that are 5-10 years old that they use, or stuff that's built on C++. Like, you've got to have the ability for your operating system to read that stuff and operate. But I do think people are getting kind of sick and tired of it, so that's always promising. Yeah, that access databases. Oh man. Yeah, they did stop supporting it, but you can still run it in compatibility mode, and usually you can get things working. Try to set dual boot, by the way, messed up the MBR, so now I have Linux, so let me just reinstall Windows. Yeah, and that's always a risk, right? Always a risk you gotta deal with. Well, I'll take you at Louisville. Got 2 aircraft on the ground. All right, we are South Flow, 2 aircraft on the ground, Delta 1126 at terminal, UPS 430 at the UPS ramp. Neither have called, both have been issued PDCs. Current ATIS, we've got Echo here in Louisville, altimeter 3007, and we're visuals 17 right and 17 left.
Louisville departure Delta 1126, radio check.
Your control, Mike Oscar. Delta 1126. Read you loud and clear. And Delta 1126, just to let you know, Louisville Tower is now online, 124.2.
Rudder, that thing's a Hollywood.
Sure. Not even close. No, give me about 30 years. No one called your name, I don't think. Can't see him anymore. There he is. Because the tail's now facing right on us. All right, so we got tower below us now, center above us. If you're looking to fly in somewhere, now would be a good time to do it. Hello, Jessica. You know what sounds really good right now? Pecan pie. Ah, that's fine. Watch this Delta take off. We'll grab him once he's off the ground. It's the 737-900, Delta 1126. I really wish they had fixed the light bloom issue. That's just ridiculous. All right. Delta 1126.
And moving departure for the second time, Delta 1126 with you here at 1,700.
Delta 1126, Indiana, Louisville departure. Rudder contact, climb maintain 1 tree, 13,000.
Climb maintain 1 tree, 13,000, Delta 1126.
What's going on, Dynamic Duo? Well, yes, it is very visible, isn't it? Got a new AIO cooler for my CPU. Awesome. Those are always good to have. And Delta 1126, clear direct, Mergis, Mike, Echo, Romeo, Juliet, Sierra.
Merchant, Delta 1126.
Looks like the UPS is taxiing too. And Delta 1126, contact Indianapolis Center 128.225. Good light.
8.225, Delta 1126, you later.
See you. Yep. It's Aurora is what it's called. What's going on, Vaughn? How you doing?
Louisville departure, UPS 430 heavy, climbing to 3000.
UPS 430 heavy, Louisville departure, radar contact. Climb maintain 13, 13,000.
Up to 13,000, UPS 430 heavy.
The UPS 430 heavy, you're cleared direct EVA.
Direct EVA, UPS 430 heavy.
All right, let's see what we got going on here. We got a ATIS update. Looks like for Bowman. Bowman Tower, ATIS information, Papa. 2353 Zulu, winds 170 at 7, 10 statute miles visibility, clear, temperature 10, dew point -1, altimeter 3009er. Visual runway 24 approach in use. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise you have information Papa. UPS 430, contact Indianapolis Center, 128.225.
128.225, UPS 430C.
What about wake turbulence, though? It's a good bit of traffic around the area. Just not in my airspace yet. I do know two of these guys. That's one of them. The VFR. They're going to be heading this way at some point. They've already let me know about that. Thank you. Pecan pie time. Mm. Looks like Lexington Approach is getting on as well. I'll be 3 TRACONs on. It's pretty cool. Denied. It has to be full stop. Attention all aircraft frequency. Foxtrot now current in Louisville. Winds 190 at 5. Altimeter 3009er. Foxtrot current Louisville. Godwin Tower 8 information. Charlie 2355 Zulu. Winds 190 at 11. 10 statute miles of visibility. Clear. Temperature 10, dew point 02. Altimeter 3008. Visual runway 18. Approach and use. Landing and departing runway 18. Advise of information. Charlie. That's pretty. Go ahead for Louisville departure. Go ahead for Louisville departure. Confirm code 5545. Point out Roger, Mike Oscar. I just making sure I had the right one. I said I was just making sure I had the right one. You did. You did. I don't know. That almost sounds too easy. Pop-up IFRs. Pop-up IFRs are so easy. They're easier than normal ones. Which is also still easier. Nobody's on the field here. It's called a Delta.
Louisville Approach, it's number 292 Lima Hotel, with you 4000.
November 292 Lima Hotel, Louisville Approach. Good evening. Glad you're with me in the tower. Are you going to be heading to, you want RNAV approach? You want visual?
We'll get back to you, 292 Lima Hotel.
Say that again.
Back to you for 292 Lima Hotel.
And November 2 902 at Lima Hotel. Say the last transmission again. You came in garbled. I just had to mute some other people in the tower.
November 292 Lima Hotel. We'll take the RNAV with the procedural charge for runway 24.
All right, November 292 Hotel, or Lima Hotel, or Roger. You can expect that.
Okay, yeah, you can tell those guys to be quiet. I know how annoying they are.
Of course.
And the November 292 Lima Hotel has information Papa at the moment.
And November 292 Lima Hotel, Roger. Thank you for Papa. And to Lima Hotel, you are 18 miles from Nunya. Clear direct Nunya. At Nunya, cleared runway RNAV runway 24. Report inbound on the final approach course.
Proceed direct Nunya will report inbound on the final approach course 292 Lima Hotel.
When does Bowman Field Tower close? 10. Yeah, let's stay open. Okay. That won't be a factor then. What's going on, Aaron? Yeah, I had people yell in my ear, and then your microphone sounded muffled, and I was like, I think he said Arnav. So I muted him, and then I asked you again. Right? Yeah. It was just them. It's also the other TRACON guys. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you want to head back that way after you hit Bowman or whatever, just let me know. What you could do is you could, after hit...
We can just send to 3,000.
In November 292 Lima Hotel, you can descend and maintain 3,000. Do not descend below 3,000 until after Nunya.
Yep, we'll descend to 3,000 and we'll go past that after Nunya, 219 myself.
Oh, what you could do is you could go to Bowman, and then after Bowman, head back, and then you could divert while in the Lexington airspace. That would probably be a good thing, because that's kind of like a not pop IFR. It's kind of like a, well, it's an amendment to the IFR. And so they have to give you an amended clearance. You don't get that very often, but it's an idea. I'm not sure how SIDS and stars work. Like, do I select them when I file my route, or are they chosen by ATC? So they are you select it when you're filing. I'm thinking doing IFR procedure into uncontrolled again. Gotcha. So you select them when you're doing your route. Usually if you're using SimBrief, it selects it for you. And 99% of the time, it's the correct one. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so it just shows my SimBrief. If you would like to know how SIDS and stars work, I actually have several videos about SIDS and stars on my channel. Let me go grab that for you. There's always a chance ATC will reroute. Yes. Always a chance. Let me find it. All right, so here's a quick overview. Here's more of a in-depth for SIDS. And here's more in-depth for stars. You know, these PA-28s are just so freaking slow. No, you can keep you can keep your 152 out. Yeah, no problem. It's very true, yeah. I owned a PA-28, so I can talk crap all I want. Comanche's 24. Roger. Listen, I did my commercial in a Centurion, not commercial, my complex in a Centurion, a T10, and we freaking got called a Cessna Skyhawk. And I'm like, dude, this is like 30% larger. Just got a new look. Liquid cooling AIO, and it messed up my motherboard's BIOS. I'm stuck right now. It shouldn't have messed up your BIOS. Because the BIOS is the basic operating system of the motherboard. Having that wouldn't screw it up. Unless you didn't install it correctly. Why do you need secure boot online? I never have secure boot on. I keep secure boot off. Let's see how well he does the procedure turn.
Louisville Approach, November 622, Mike Sierra, typing into VFR request.
November 622 Mike Sierra, go ahead with the request.
Yeah, I'm going to be a flight of 2, and I'd like to get flight calling into Louisville for a touch and go.
And 622 Mike Sierra, what's your requested altitude?
4,500 to Mike Sierra.
And confirm you said you were a Bonanza.
Affirmative.
And 2 Mike Sierra, say your request altitude again, please.
4,500 to Mike Sierra.
right, November 62, Mike Sierra, radar contact. Sorry, radar contact 26 miles northeast of Louisville. Maintain VFR. You can expect runway 17 left.
Maintain VFR, expect 17 left, and just a reminder, we are flight of 2 Mike 0.
2 Mike Sierra, roger, I've got that. Hey, who's calling for me? All right, Bowman. Current ATIS is Papa. We're operating runway 24. No one on the ground. Any questions? All right, Bowman, ground, your control, Mike Oscar.
November 292 Lima Hotels, turning inbound.
And November 292 Lima Hotel, winds 190 at 5, runway 24, clear land.
Clear land 24, 292 Lima Hotel.
When I came here, someone had Mike, and I couldn't have it. Yeah, someone else had it when I came in. I don't know if their sleeve is still here, but that's what got assigned to me, so that's what I am. And November 62, Mike Sierra, just confirm your number 2 is currently behind you about 3 miles. Is that correct?
Affirmative. He's catching up right now. 2 Mike 0.
2 Mike Sierra, roger, thanks. And November 62, Mike Sierra, at your 11 o'clock in 6.5 miles at 3,000 is a PA-28. Report them in sight.
Got him in sight, 2 Mike 0.
And November 292 Lima Hotel at your 4 o'clock in 6 miles at 4,500. Should be no factors of Bonanza 36.
We have him in sight, 292 Lima Hotel.
Hey, Louisville Local, are you back yet? We got lots of people online now. Did it not? Oh, hold on. Why did it not? No. All right, welcome back. Republic 3653 is not called yet. I did send PDC. I'll throw you the strip. That should be right. And November 622 Mike Sierra Contact Tower on, well, let's see, they're going to be on 124.2.
242 over to tower to Mike Sierra.
And local Louisville Approach. Just advising you're about to have 2 Mike Sierra Flight of 2 coming to you. Flying right from Indy to Miami with Don 1, IIU, which is Hoosier, Q79, Molly, Frog 74, Sabi, Val right, flight level 310. Don 1 would be the correct. Yes. Excuse me. I'm almost certain Don 1 would be correct. Let me go check Indy real fast. I'm pretty sure Don 1 is correct. Yeah, Dom 1 to Hoosier would be perfectly fine. Yep. This show was like a Cessna, not a Bonanza. That's funny. Why is it shown as a Cessna? That one's like RV10. What? Model matching. Oh, that's hilarious. And over 292 Lima Hotel, you are clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 292 Lima Hotel.
Godly, why am I getting myself twice in this room? Oh, yeah. Aaron, what were you doing?
Warning, taxiway, Delta, go around.
Looks like they're gonna. Aaron, very nice, very nice, very nice. Oh, they're back up.
Wolf Tower, November 622, Mike Sierra, flight of 2. Depart to the east, Lexington.
November 622, Mike Sierra, flight of 2, Roger. You need flight following?
Affirmative, flight following, 2 Mike Sierra.
Number 2622, Mike Sierra, flight of 2.
And over 292 Lima Hotel. Say intentions.
292 Lima Hotel, we're looking to see if we can take a minute, reprogram, and head back to Capital City.
Roger, you want IFR or VFR over there?
IFR, sir. And up on 219 Lima Hotel, we're looking at having that at 5,000.
And over 292 Lima Hotel, got your clearance.
We're ready to copy 292 Lima Hotel.
And over 292 Lima Hotel, you're clear to Capital City direct for 5,000. And Squawk 5540.
Squawk 5540 direct to Capital City, present to district 292 Lima Hotel.
Louisville Approach, November 622, Mike Sierra, flight at 2, 090 on the heading. Would like to get flight following over to Lexington.
And November 622 Mike Sierra, Roger, what's your request altitude?
Let's go with 3,500 for 2 Mike Sierra.
And November 62 Mike Sierra, Roger, I got that request in. Maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, 2 Mike Sierra, slide 2.
And November 292 Lima Hotel at your 1 to 2 o'clock in 5 miles is a flight of 2 at 2,700. Worth of insight.
We're looking 292 Lima Hotel.
And 2 Lima Hotel shouldn't be a factor. They're only climbing up to 3,500 and should be a little bit faster than you.
092 Lima Hotel.
And November 622 Mike Sierra, contact Lexington Approach on 120.15. Have a good flight, sir.
2015 for Lexington Approach. It's been fun so far. Thanks. See you. See you next year.
BRC. Oh, the good old days. I'm really curious what they did. And November 2, Niner T, Lima Hotel. Contact Lexington Approach on 120.15. Have fun.
Lexington Approach 12015. See it, 292 Lima Hotel.
All right, guys. Once this aircraft gets up and out of here, we'll wrap up of this stream. So, still got a couple more minutes to go. You can also disable it. Yeah. Louisville Departure go. Approved, Mike Oscar. $36.53. Why is he staying so low? What is going on? Now it's climbing. Jeez, why he stay so low for so long? That seems weird, abnormal. Made me concerned. Maybe he lost an engine. Local departure radar. The Republic 3653. Have you sent him over to me yet?
PR 3653, contact departure 132.07.
And I was coasting. So he disconnected. I noticed he stayed low for a lot longer than he should have. Yeah, he stayed at 1,000 feet way too long. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up this stream. It's ATC stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back on Friday, back into the groove of things flying. We're going to try out Microsoft Flight Simulator again, and we're going to fly over in the, what's it called? It's the FNO. I can't remember. It's like Alaska and Canada together. Anyway, we're going to try that out. Have some fun with some auroras, hopefully. I appreciate you all coming and joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, as always, I'll see you next time up in the sky.